Class, welcome back. Today we're going to talk about something really fun and exciting, which is how to master your interviewing skills. And yes, we finally came to the time where we talked about every other little itty-bitty thing that we need to discuss in terms of application materials, but now we can talk about how to interview. And for many of you guys, you may have had some interview experience or you never had one before, but that's okay. I'm going to discuss all the things that you need to know of how to ensure that you are a well candidate for your interviewing skills. Now, the first thing that I want to talk about is your interview starts the moment you walk into a room. Okay, so let's say that you're seated and you're ready to walk into the interview room. The minute you walk in, that says a lot about you. Remember, first impression is really important. Now, imagine if you're 15 minutes late. That's the beginning of your interview process. That already conveys so much information about yourself that, number one, you may not be very responsible because you're late. Number two, you have very bad time management. Or three, you're just not serious about this interview. Okay? Because on the flip side, if you're really serious about your interview, wouldn't you be extra cautious, more prepared? So these are things that a lot of interviewers think about when you first step into a room, whether you're on time or not on time. Okay, now, there are basic etiquettes when you interview. And I'm going to go through my list, and hopefully it'll be very helpful for you. The first things first, it's really important to be punctual. Okay, and I know I just talked about that. Being on time says a lot about you. Okay, and again, it just shows that you're well prepared and that you're very serious and that you really want this job because you're on time. Secondly, there's ways to ensure that you're not late. And let me talk a little bit about this because I think many people forget what to think about in terms of how to ensure that you're on time. Now, this is my experience, and this started from even when I was in high school. I remember when I was about to begin high school, I was really nervous about my classes because it was a school that I'd never been to before, and I didn't want to be late to any of my classes because I heard that you only have a few minutes to run to your classes, and if they're all over the place, who knows, I might get lost, and I didn't want to make a bad impression to any of my teachers. So, and this may sound a little bit crazy to all of you, but for some others, you may relate to me. But before high school started, before the first day of class, I actually went to campus and found all my schools, so that when the first day of school came, I knew exactly where I was going. And it's so interesting because I'm the same way now. If I know I have a job interview or I need to be somewhere on time, I'll go prepared. Either I'll go really early that day or I'll go the night before just to make sure I know how to get there. So those are just some suggestions that I have. Also, you always want to leave at least an hour early before the time of your interview. I actually recommend 2 hours because guess what's one thing that you cannot control no matter where you are in the world? Can you guess? Absolutely, traffic. You can't predict what traffic's going to look like. Either it's going to be good or it's going to be bad. But ultimately, when you come late to an interview, can you really say, I'm sorry, there's so much traffic? Well, traffic is something that we're all already aware of. So then your interviewer is probably going to think, well, you should have taken that into consideration before you left. So again, make sure that you account for traffic. Also, other things that you want to account for is that maybe the streets are confusing. Okay? For some of you, you may actually find directions through the internet and it gives you, I actually go on a website called MapQuest, and that gives me directions from my starting point and my ending point. However, there are a number of occasions when my MapQuest was not correct. It was inaccurate. And it gave me different directions and I ended up getting more lost. Okay, so you might want to think about that. Also, even if you get to your destination, perhaps you have